Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory, yeah. Don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 yeah.
This is a statement to appreciate all that is vacant. It's just for the taking. If you make up your mind, you can take it. I'm never complacent. I would work in a mansion or basement, yeah. There's no replacement for persistence. It's a patience, yeah. In this life, I wanna be soaring, to feel sun inside when it's pouring. And I'll fight till anxiety is foreign. I'm so sick of my mind's extortion.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah,
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory, yeah. Don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 yeah.
This is a statement to appreciate all that is vacant. It's just for the taking. If you make up your mind, you can take it. I'm never complacent. I would work in a mansion or basement, yeah. There's no replacement for persistence. It's a patience, yeah. In this life, I wanna be soaring, to feel sun inside when it's pouring. And I'll fight till anxiety is foreign. I'm so sick of my mind's extortion.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah,
Hi, Dirt fans. Welcome. We're here tonight at Eldora to kick off a season. Not really a season. It's actually kind of a warm-up to the season. Qualifiers are about to happen here for the Miller Family Trucking eSports Wotel Series. And yes, you don't hear an Aussie voice up here, but you will in just a second. And you'll know the man by Brett Wheeler, that is. But I'm Joe White up here tonight. A little bit different channel, but that's okay. Brett, what's going on? Because we're at Eldora here.
Yeah, we're a bit of a shakedown for the upcoming season with the Miller Family Trucking World of Thunder Esports League. Looking forward to the super late models coming around here at probably one of the most iconic racetracks, not only in iRacing but across all over the globe, I should say. Tony Stewart's backyard, Eldora Speedway. You see a lot of big late model races here. You know, the 100 lapper. There's just so many wonderful events that happens here. Of course, you know, the sprint cars run here, but we're not worried about the sprint cars tonight. We're worried about the super late models. And as qualifying gets underway, really looking forward to this shakedown series.
That's what I'm talking about, and it's going to be a good series. I mean, you got some bad, fast boys out here. Dylan Yeager right now, hey, pro driver, he's got it on the top spot with that quick time. Sitting at a 15:48 right here. Oh, 15:47. One chart says 40, the other one says 47, but nonetheless, look at them times, Brett. Close quartered racing.
Yeah, they are. They really are. You look at the likes of Dylan Yeager, Chase Hardy. I mean, Jacob Fields is up there. So many times I've seen Jacob Fields struggle during the qualifying, but you know, once it gets to the race, you know, he progresses throughout the heat race, and then of course in those, if he gets it into the main event directly, well, that's obviously a good showing. But he's also known as, and I'm going to put him on the spot. I'm going to call him a B main band because he's done that a number of times. So, but no, look, nice to see Jacob Fields qualify that well as we get ready for heat racing action, Joe.
Absolutely. Let's grid them up here. Heat race number 1, and your top 3 go to the feature. We got Dylan Yeager going to be out front. You got Dylan Hauser, so the Dylan boys 1 and 2. Matthew Selby there in 3rd. Braden Burnett starting in 4th. Jordan Casey up in 5th. Jason Moore there in 6th. Cameron Cormry, I hope I said it right. I'll get some of these names right as the season goes on. Starting in 7th. Matt George there in 8th. Jonathan DeVry up in 9th, and Kenny Wilkins rounds out the top 10 here. We're getting set to go racing. Some bad, fast boys here about to do some bad, fast things on this track here tonight. And super late models. You can beat and bang with them a little bit, unlike the sprint cars. I hear you're not a huge fan of the super late models, though.
Nick's just putting words into my mouth.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, he's got an inside joke with me. Apparently, he told me that I don't like and I don't race the late models. But look, Joe, I haven't raced in over 2 months, so yeah. Look, I'd rather race on Wreckfest at the moment.
Well, you know what? Me too, because that's probably about what I'd end up on iRacing. Being Wreckfest, no doubt. I haven't raced in about a year. Hey, I want to appreciate everybody out there. Hey, what's going on, Nicholas? How you doing? I know there's a lot of other few people because we are cross streaming this thing. I think across some great platforms. I got to mention them here. First and foremost, the Miller Family Trucking eSports. Go to their website there on Facebook and check them out on the web. Appreciate those guys being a title sponsor here for the Wotel season. Also on UDTV, you know, Ultimate Dirt TV. If you don't know who that is, you've been living under a rock of iRacing forever. I mean, that's just all that is to it. Just go check out UDTV. And then dirtfans.com. Check it out on Facebook. Over there too, and also an OSR Network, online sim racing network. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Hit those likes and shares on wherever you're watching from. We're also on YouTube. If you prefer YouTube, check out OSR Network on YouTube. So we got some poison for everybody out there. Kind of pick it when you like watching, and here we go. Top 3 going to the feature tonight.
Yeah, we're looking forward to Dylan Yeager, Dylan Hauser on the front row. Those two boys, they are well and truly inside the top 10 when it comes to super late model drivers. Of course, both drivers able to make a Sprint Car Pro Series. Hauser's been a former Sprint Car Pro Series, along with the late model Pro Series license holder as well. But Dylan Yeager sort of surprised everyone. But right now, super late models, Joe, season number 17, the shakedown is underway.
It is, and right now you got Yeager out front. Hauser trying to see what he can do on his backside. Selby down low. You got 2 cars side by side. That's the top 3 before going to the feature. But behind him, Moore's outside looking in, seeing what he can do. He's hoping those 2 cars up our tangle.
Well, Yeager continuing to lead the way from Hauser. Hauser's got some company on the inside as they work down the back straightaway. Yeager continuing to lead the race. Look at 1 car into the wall. That's Matt George in the 28. We are yellows.
Yep, and it's actually Connor and him got together, but we'll go back and check it out one more time, get a little, see what happened. It looked like 2 cars back there just kind of got mixed up. Connor actually wasn't the cause of it. Just wrong place, wrong time. I know it started right there in front of him. Got to think around what that pink machine is. Quite sure who it is. We'll watch replay here for a second. Oh, yeah, right there. I thought that's 2 got together, and then boom. Connor, nowhere to go.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. As you said, wrong place, wrong time. Cameron Cormier in the 49. Dylan Yeager, the 48. Again, your race leader. First caution of the shakedown. Of course, this will have no implication on moving forward with season number 17 and season number 18. Big things happening with the Miller Family Trucking World of Thunder Esports League, with what is coming up over the next couple of seasons. Again, just a shakedown, just to get everybody prepared. Of course, there's some big race coming up in a couple of weeks' time at the dirt track at Charlotte. But again, we're here right now with World of Thunder, with a shakedown race for season number 17. Joe, I think the last time, in fact, this come up on the memories about a week ago. The last time that probably you and I commentated together happened to be a super late model race at this very racetrack.
I think it was, and it was. Folks, got to go back. It was a VLR race, I believe it was that we did, and it was wild. That was back when dirt was new and everything, and it was awesome. It's been a while, man, since I've actually got to call a race with Brett. Brett was actually one of the first. We're going to go single file on this one, but Brett was one of the first, man, I got to call races with on the dirt. So here we go, back at it again. Green flag. You got Yeager out front, but boy, look at that. Here comes, man, Selby and Hauser. Those 2 guys are going to duke it out behind them.
Yeah, so we're going to go straight to the bottom side. Hauser still up on the outside ball. This is what we might see later on, just as we go yellow very quickly back under caution flag here at Eldora.
Sure, what it's on.
Now,
Car spun around is probably what happened.
No, I think, and again, I don't want to assume because it's illegal to assume. People know me that I don't like to assume. At a guess, I'm going to say that Yeager had fired a little too early.
Okay, okay.
Yes, there is a restart zone right about there, just where the pit entrance is. At the end of that wall, there's a set of lights there. Again, I want to say that that's where the start zone is, and I'll tell you who the start zone.
Brett's got the inside on all the rules for us too, folks.
Well, that's your feather light start zone, just as they get to the entrance on the pit road. I'm pretty sure that Dylan Yeager fired just a little too early, and no doubt there'll be a little smack on the hand, a little warning for that one. If he does it again, well, penalties will come after that one. Glad to see everybody joining us here for tonight's shakedown race. Joe, we're getting ready to go back to green.
Yes, we are. Single file. Here we go. Yeager and company up front. You see them bumping and grinding already as you got Hauser, Selby, Moore, George, Casey, all those guys lined up. Let's see which lane's going to go. Right now, they're ripping the top side cushion, looking strong. Is that the place to be, or is it down low? Usually Eldora's a top side feeder, but a slide job move by Hauser.
Yeah, Hauser with a slide job. Yeager crosses back underneath him. Yeager Still your race leaders. They work into turn number 1 and 2. Jaeger this time going to return the serve with a slide of his zone. Will he go back to the bottom to protect it? No. Hauser's going to get there first. So he'll get to the top. And here comes Jaeger right back through the middle of the racetrack, side by side for the race lead. We're nearly halfway home.
It is the do-si-do up front. You got Hauser and Jaeger, the Dillon guys, man, duking it out back and forth. One puts a slide job. The other one says, hey, yours look good. Mine looks better. Here he comes back to the inside. As meanwhile, Selby sits back there in that third and final transfer spot, just kind of biding his time, going, if those two guys get in each other, I'm home free, maybe to take this first heat race home. 2 laps to go.
Boy, what a way to open up the season 17 shakedown. Opening heat race of the night. Jaeger, Hauser. Jaeger's got it by half a car length. White flag is out, 1 to run. Jaeger with a slide up on Hauser. Hauser back to the inside. Jaeger, he's going to stay up on the cushion into turn number 3. Slide jump once again. They'll drag race up for turn number 4. Jaeger and Hauser at the line. Dylan Jaeger wins half a car length. Oh boy, what a way to open up the season 17 shakedown race. Joe, what a fantastic heat.
That was awesome. And, just real quick, we'll show the results right there as Jaeger pulled that one off by mere inches as Hauser come home in second. Selby's going to bring her home right there in the third place spot. Let's grid it up because we got heat race number 2 and see if we can bring home a good showing like we did so far. Like you said, they're talking about a shakedown. It's definitely been a shakedown. So we got Chase Hardy out front in this one. Wade Patterson there in second. Camden Johnston going to be in third. Ben Countermarsh, I hope I said it right there, in fourth. Nick Baum up in fifth. Brendan Weeks up in sixth. Name sound familiar. Bob Klein there in seventh. Connor Gowell up in eighth. Hunter McCoy in ninth. And Derek Pope in the 10th place spot. And again, I just want to say, drivers, hey, I'll work on the names. Just give me a little time. That's probably my Achilles heel up here. Brett knows that, man, his names and whatnot. But here we go. We're going to fire these engines off, and look at that. Pace car's in there already getting a good jump out front with Chase Hardy and Johnson, along with a bomb right there with them.
Yeah, this is going to be hopefully another good heat race. Heat race number 2. There's Wade Patterson on screen in the number 24 machine. Bob Klein. They'll now go back to the inside in the black and green number 7 machine. Lap number 1 is in the book. Now look at Bob Klein still working the inside of the racetrack. They're going to go 3 wide through turn number 1 and 2. This is heat race number 2, season number 17 shakedown.
It is shaking it down real smooth right here as Patterson's looking to hang on to that third place. They're 3 wide already. Here comes McCoy, Patterson, Klein, and company. They're battling for that last transfer spot. It's heating up for the lead, though, as Baum and Hardy out front in this one. Klein falls back just a little bit. Hardy now on the inside. He's going to try that low line, see if he can't put a slider on him.
Here comes Hardy down to the inside in the 59 machine. Will he go for the slide jump? No, he's going to stay gripped up on the bottom side of the racetrack. Baum still working the outside. Then you go back to Patterson, back there in position number 3. Slide jump by Hardy. Here comes Baum back to the inside. Nick Baum to the race lead. Look out. Now you've got a 3-way dance. 3 wide out of turn number 2.
Yeah, 3 wide here coming out. Look out. Looks like Talladega on the dirt side of things. As Eldora is screaming it here tonight, these boys are definitely shaking it down hard as you've got Baum out front barely for the lead. Hardy's hanging on to that bottom side, but up top, Patterson sitting in the third place. That's your top 3 guys right now battling at the feature. But don't look out. Here comes McCoy. He's sneaking up here into the party.
Yeah, well, top 3 are going to transfer directly into the main event. Everybody else will get seated into one of 3 last chance qualifiers. On board with Hunter McCoy right now, coming to the white flag. Your leader is Nick Baum. Chase Hardy running in second. Then you go back to Wade Patterson in third. White flag getting set to fly.
One more time for the top 3 here. Is Baum going to get it, or is Hardy going to get it? 2 more turns coming into turn 3 and 4. They both go down low, catfishing out of the turn. It's going to be all Baum, Hardy, Patterson for the top 3. What a heat race. I'm going to tell you what. You talk about these guys wanting to shake it down. They are definitely shaking it down here tonight. This Miller Family Trucking eSports League. I mean, the guys look strong out here. Got a quick view here, just the results of that last one. As it's Baum, Hardy, and Patterson right there as we're going to grid up for heat race number 3 here tonight. As we got Jacob Fields going to be out front. Cody Sieber right there in second. Nori Tippett starting third. Hugh Quinlan, said it right there in fourth. Jason Korn in fifth. Jaden Kraus up in 6th. Joshua Henson in 7th, Derek Draymond in 8th, Jake Causey in 9th, and Alan Duranko in 10th. This one's a looking field so far, Brett. I'm going to tell you, it's been track's been racy. These guys have been able to do high, low, so it looks like some multiple grooves here tonight so far.
Well, think about what we've seen in the first heat race with Jaeger, Hauser. They were just gripping the lip around the top side of the racetrack. Then you look at Chase Hardy in that last one, of Wade Patterson, Barn there as well. They were working the top, and then they were working the bottom side. What will heat race number 3 provide us? Well, hopefully a bit of combination between top and bottom. But as this track slickens off, Joe, it's going to provide. Well, it's not so much going to provide, but it's going to make a lot more drivers work to that outside groove and a lot less more mistakes. We are green, 8 on the board, heat race number 3.
Yes, it is. Out front, Jacob Fields, he gets a good jump on the field right now. Sieber right behind him, though, and it's a battle for that third and final transfer spot. You got Tippett, Sieber, Korn, Quinlan. Oh, I said it right there, Quinlan. They're all 3 wide coming in here. Remember last time, Brett, these guys were almost 5 wide here.
Yeah, one car into the wall. Just trying to catch who that was. A little blurry on mine, but
it was Quinlan or Henson.
Yeah, it might have been Joshua Henson, actually, in the 18 machine. I could tell that car from a mile away. He's always had those yellow and purple paint schemes, number 118. But right now, your leader is Jacob Field, driving away from the rest of the field. Joshua Korn running back there in 2nd position. Of course, Quillen right there. Joshua Hessen side by side for the third and final transfer spot. Top and the bottom groove happening, Joe.
Yes, it is. You got the top side rolling right now, and that's Fields, who is long gone from the field, and Korn back here hanging on to the second one. I don't know, man, if he's trying any corn or not, but he's up top, right down low, actually, for the moment. He's got Quill behind him, who is actually trying to put his nose in there, and then you got Henson, too. So you got 1 car up high, 2 cars down low battling.
Yeah, now we're going to 3 wide for position number 2, 3 and 4. Hessen on the inside. We are yellow. First caution of heat race number 3.
Didn't tell me who it was. So. Sometimes usually when it does that, that means the car just kind of did a full 360 around the track and kept going. That's true.
Yes, unfortunately, that's the beauty of timing and scoring, Joe. We all have our issues with it.
I know it. Terrible. Well, you know, the guy probably did not want to see this caution as Fields. He had the field covered out front. He was long gone. Now, maybe some of those guys in the back there, Kraus, Seaburn Company, they might have wanted to see it because they can regroup a little bit, try to get in that top 3 there, and not have to work so hard through the consolations tonight.
Well, put it this way, for the people that don't know how the format works, we take the top 3 from the heat races and put them straight into the main event. Now, full 60 car lobby, it means 6 10-car heat races. As I'll get back to that in a second. We're waiting for Jacob Fields to fire off. Jason Gong going to try and dive it down low, down into turn 1 and 2. Will he stay low? Yes, he will. Korn and Fields side by side for the race lead. We are yellow once again.
We're on that one. That dump the start thing in, or talking about earlier.
Firing.
Oh, the flag man's just happy tonight. That's what it is. It's your birthday, by the way, Brett?
No.
I said happy birthday. Oh, Bert. Huh? Man, I thought so.
No, my birthday was about 2 months ago, Joe.
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, that's close. It's close.
Yeah. I was just reading a message that popped up. I thought it was for the one thing, and somebody said happy birthday, and it was actually Bert instead of Brett. I looked at it quick.
Bert. Oh, Bert. Happy birthday, Bert.
Yeah, happy birthday, Bert. There we go, yeah.
So, yeah, right. Just going back to what I was explaining before about the format and stuff, of course, you got a 60-car lobby. It's first in, best dressed for tonight, the season shakedown. So you'll have 6 10-car heat races. Now, the top 3 will go into the main event, which will therefore automatically lock in 18 from the heat races. Then you have 3 last chance qualifiers. Now, they're going to probably be about 12 or 14 cars, and then we'll take the top 2 from those ones, and that should give us a 24-car field for tonight's A main for the Season 17 shakedown. We're back underway, Joe.
You know, and after Brett just hurt my head with all that math, I've always said math on dirt is just like Common Core. I'll hardly ever get it. You know, that's why I've got guys like Brett with me. As we're coming up here, checkered flag's going to be all Fields, Quinn, and Corn is going to hold them off here in our heat race number 3 here tonight. Forward night. Good one. Get the results right fast. As I got Field, Quinn, and Corn, your top 3 right there in that one. But now let's grid up before our heat race.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless. A sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless. A sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah,
appreciate all that is vacant. It's just for the taking. If you make up your mind, you can take it. I'm never complacent. I would work in a mansion or basement, yeah. There's no replacement for persistence, it's a patience, yeah. In this life, I wanna be soaring, to feel sun inside when it's pouring, and I'll fight till anxiety is foreign. I'm so sick of my mind's extortion.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory, yeah. Don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring, I just want a life that is worth every day exploring,
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is a statement to appreciate all that is vacant. It's just for the taking. If you make up your mind, you can take it. I'm never complacent. I would work in a mansion or basement, yeah. There's no replacement for persistence, it's a patience, yeah. In this life, I wanna be soaring, to feel sun inside when it's pouring, and I'll fight till anxiety is foreign. I'm so sick of my mind's extortion.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory, yeah. Don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring, just want a life that is worth every day exploring,
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah,
This is a statement to appreciate all that is vacant. It's just for the taking. If you make up your mind, you can take it. I'm never complacent. I would work in a mansion or basement, yeah. There's no replacement for persistence. It's a patience, yeah. In this life, I wanna be soaring. To feel sun inside when it's pouring. And I'll fight till anxiety is foreign. I'm so sick of my mind's extortion.
my whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah,
I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah,
Hello.
Y'all okay? Uh-huh.
All right, welcome back. To apologise about the technical issues, having no audio and getting that sorted on the back end. Trevor St. Clair leading this race. Now, again, this is tonight's D main, which will be known as B main number 1, where the top 2 will go through. Jordan Casey sits in second, Jonathan Devries, Moore, Maherta, all battling, trying to figure out and trying to find their way into the top 2 positions. But right now, Trevor St. Clair and Jordan Casey have got those top 2 positions on lockdown. Maherta goes through to the middle of the racetrack. He'll go to position number 3. Moore, Devries, Cormier, Beeline, George, Sick, Lamb, Yalecki. All those drivers still circulating on the racetrack. Jordan Maherta there in car number 13. On the outside looking in, Travis St. Clair. It was very, very quick over the past couple of seasons in the number 13 machine. If I'm not mistaken, has picked up a World of Thunder win so far in competition. But now, I'll tell you what, he would love to put the 13 into the big dent. You're battling on screen right now for outside of the transfer positions. Got you loud and clear. Still Jordan Case sitting in the second position. 2 laps left to run here at the famed Eldora Speedway. D main, again, like I said, which will be known as B main number 1. They'll have a C main and B main, which will be known as B main 2 and 3. 151 of Devries trying to work down to the bottom of the racetrack. There's still 3 wide. Final lap is upon us. Travis St. Clair, your race leader, down the back straight away for the final time. B-main competition. Travis St. Clair, Jordan Casey about to go to the big dance here for the season 17 shakedown. Super late models here at Eldora Speedway. Checkers are out in D-main competition. Then we'll go through to B-main number 2 again, which will be known as C-main. And we'll put another 13 or 12 or 13 cars on the racetrack. As B-main number 2, you can see the cars on the left of your screen. That will be your starting grid. Looks like, from what I can make of this one, Hunter McCoy, John Rogerio Jr., Camden Johnston. And you got Worley, Countermarsh, Braswell, Klein, Literal, Pope, Smith, McGowan, and Hutchison. And you're looking at Weeks and Hullum. So that will be your 14 cars scheduled for B main number 2. Again, this will be show as C main, but this is B main number 2. And we will put 10 on the board. Top 2 will go through to the main event. Again, appreciate everybody tuning in here to the OSR network. As we welcome back Mr. Joe White. Joe, you got a lot of technical difficulties, right?
Man, I apologize about that, folks out there. I said all nights had something like this happen, and I've never had this happen. It's Brett's fault. That's what it is.
Yeah, blame Brett.
He blew the whole system up, folks. I mean, blew the whole. I don't know what happened. Just all the sound just died. I'm sitting over here mashing buttons. Oh boy. So apologize to everybody out there, but at least we're in the shakedown race. That's what.
Yeah, that's the beauty of a shakedown, Joe. We get to get all the issues out of the way now, and then come next week, touch wood, because I won't be here next week. Hopefully you guys will you guys have no issues.
There we go. Well, green flag, we're back at it again. It has been a good event there again. Sorry about all the technical problems there, but hey, we're out front now. Like you said, B main number 2, and I'm not kind of used to that. As obviously it's going to say C main here, but McCoy and I'm going to say John. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name. Rigo?
Johnston. That's Camden Johnston. Yeah. So John. Oh, you're talking about the 44. That's John Ruggiero.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, look. Good luck with that one. That's taken me a long time to get that one down, Pat.
Gotcha. Caution out. Like Derek Pope. See what happened to him back here in the back, folks. In that yellow machine. We'll see if he's just a pro. No, he just got bumped in the back and spun around. All right, Brett, take me through, catch me up on what's going on here. I know you mentioned something about a B main 2 on how this is, so I mean, kind of get caught up because I kind of really concentrate on trying to get all these little bugs sorted out, and I definitely will be working on my computer figuring out what the heck's going on, but nonetheless, man, what we got going on here?
All right, so what the format is for tonight, for the people who may have just joined tonight, of course, and what you'll see during the season is generally they'll have 60 car lobbies. Now I'll use tonight as a perfect example. We filled up the lobby, so 60 drivers registered. We had 6 heat races, and they were 8 laps in distance, and there were 10 cars in each heat race. They took the top 3, so 6 times 3 is 18. So 18 out of the 60 drivers have already locked in to the show. The rest of the drivers get seated in the B main, or what is known as consolation races, which is a D main, a C main, and a B main. And what that means is the fact that because we have the 3 consolation races, they all act as a B main each. So the top 2 from the D main, again, aka B main number 1, they will go in and start positions 19 and 22. The C main, the top 2 again will go in. They will start positions number 20 and 23. And then your B main, which is effectively known as B main number 3, the top 2 will go in on and start position number 21 and 24, and giving us a 24 car field. So, as you know, I've done dirt a long time, so I've gotten to know the format, all the ins and outs. So,
woo! I'm gonna have to have Steve write that stuff down because that was wow. I feel like I just went back to school, folks, there on that one. But hey, meanwhile on the track, these guys are hot and heavy, top 3 right now. You got Baswell John hanging on the 2nd right there. Camden Johnson holding on the 3rd. Klein outside looking in, though, in that 4th place spot. He's got his hands full, though, with Countermarsh, it looks like, behind him, along with the, looks like Worley is on there. So you got 3 cars. And Pope again. Might have had some help this time. We'll go back and check to see what happened to him in that yellow machine. I appreciate that breakdown, though, for us there, Brez. We watch it. Oh, look, he just go, and then it might have been Dylan. Looks like Dylan Hutchins.
Yeah, look, it'll come, and depending on if you're solo in the booth or if you've got someone else, you can always just get someone else to write down all the numbers and stuff like that. And that's the beauty of having co-announcers, Joe.
That's what Steve is.
Yeah. Yeah, Steve,
That's why I always
come on.
leave my phone beside me at all times, folks. And I'm like, send me those messages, and that way I'll get it. See, I'll have Brett back there. He'll be eating his, I don't know, whatever they eat in Australia, and, you know, and I'll send him a message in the middle of a race. How's that?
Well, actually, so last Thursday night, I was at work, which was my Friday, and I actually joined in on a broadcast and was broadcasting at work. Now I couldn't obviously, get the normal hype and pitch that I normally do, and I was more just like somewhat of a track or a pit reporter.
There you go. Helps out.
yeah.
Battle for the lead, though. And I tell you what, these guys are definitely shaking down this track, trying to see what they can and can't do here tonight to get kicked off here for next week. Right now, Boswell's a man out front with Johnson there. John's still hanging on to that third place spot. You got Klein back there behind them. It's just been an all-out brawl, though, for the top three.
Yeah, it might be a brawl, Joe, but I tell you, only the top two are going to go through. Braswell, John Ruggiero Jr. He's going to be one to watch. Coming to the checkered flag in B main number 2. Braswell going to hold on. John Ruggiero gets the final transfer position. Camden Johnson home in third. Blind Calamarsh right at your top 5. And Joe, just going to say, John Ruggiero Jr., real life modified driver. He's won quite a few races in the real world. Now doing it on the sim. He's going to be one to watch come the A main time.
All right, well, tell you what, let's grid them up here for the B main here. Joshua Henson out front in this one. Rylan Gray going to start in second. Jaden Krause there in third. Jarrett Jones up in fourth. Cody Sieber in fifth. Austin Hines in sixth. Alan Duranko there in seventh. Rocky Battenfield in eighth. Derek Draymond in ninth. John Darby up in 10th. Nori Tippett there in 11th. And Jesse Wall rounds out the 12th place. And again, like you said, is it top 2 go on this one also?
Yes, top 2, Joe. Top 2.
Wow, see, that's a lot of guys going home.
Put it this way, whatever the consolation races is, the same amount of drivers from each consolation race will go through. Now, when it comes to next season, or just to give you an example, last season where they had 2 servers, where they split them, we had 30, 40 drivers in each server. They may have had, in one server, they may have had the top 3 going through because they would have had shorter heat races. So, it just depends on how many cars they get. But you know what? It'll come to you, Joe.
Yeah, and it will. And folks, hey, I'll go ahead and admit, I'm a NASCAR side of the guy. I love the dirt side of things. I'm learning a lot. I've learned a lot over the last couple of years that it's been here on iRacing, but I definitely still am learning a lot as I go, and I've got several broadcasts throughout the week that has helped me out. Look at this, though. These guys are terrorizing each other back here in the back, but meanwhile, up front, though, it is Gray, Sober, Krause, and company. Krause, he gets a little bit crisscross there, but he's going to hang on to the low line. Remember the top 2, and then, I think that's Sieber up there is getting into the wall.
So he might be one to watch. He's going to be a sleeper in this field as well. If he can get into the show, again, he'll be like a John Ruggiero Jr. If he can just find his feet early on, that 357. The Siebers Racing Media 357 will be one to watch come the feature time.
And he looks strong right now. He's holding that high side on that cushion. You've got Krause right there behind him. Jones is another one. Those 2 guys are trying and saying, I hope one of them guys up there make a mistake. I'd love to get in the show tonight because you're one and done here. If you don't make this top 2, you're out of it. You don't go to the feature.
That's exactly right. And again, your shakedown will come to a premature end if you're not inside the top 2. Right now, this is the final last chance qualifier, B main number 3. We've got 5 to run as we work down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4. Remember, folks, only the top 2 will advance.
And right now, that means that this man right here, Gray, who has already got a 2.5 lead over Sieber, who actually, he's got almost a 2nd lead over Krause, who's definitely got his hands full with Jones behind him. But these 2 guys right now, their hopes are going up in smoke as the laps wind off. We only got 3 to go here in the B main.
Well, 3 laps left to run in B main number 3. Going to be a sign against Sieber right on the bubble. He's got a bit of a gap back to Krause and Jones. Tippett in the 5th position. Again, bragging rights for positions number 3, 4, 5, and 6 in the rest of the field because, again, top 2, that's the magical number, folks.
Yes, it is. And as the white flag flies, here we go. You got Gray out front. He's got a huge lead. Sieber is holding strong in the second. It looks like he will, as long as he doesn't make a mistake. It looks like Kraus is the one that's going to make that mistake as he pushes it up into the wall. They come out of turn 3 and 4 final time. It's all going to be Gray here in this one.
Well done to Rylan Gray on getting the win in B main at number 3. Cody Sieber home in second position. Those drivers will advance. And what we'll see after this, Joe, is a couple of minute warm-up session. Now, I wouldn't be surprised to see the track get reset just to maybe make it just a little bit more racy come feature race time. But, I mean, even if they don't reset it and they leave it black slick, I doubt that they're going to get too much time on this racetrack because as it's already slick enough, it's already going to be up on the wall as it is. Balls to the wall.
Yeah, and it has been all night long. I mean, we got 24 some of the best here for the Wotel Series. I got to definitely give another shout out to the Miller Family Trucking eSports. Definitely check them out on Facebook. And again, I always say pick your poison out there where you want to watch. Appreciate everybody watching. I can't see the chat on a lot of the other channels, but I know we're out here cross-streaming over to Miller Family Trucking eSports on the Facebook, dirtfan.com. We're also on the UDTV. So definitely give those guys likes and shares out there as always. And obviously we're here live tonight, OSR Network on YouTube and Facebook. Appreciate everybody out there tuning in. Shakedown race, and I know Brett's out here. Again, apologize about the technical issues earlier on. That is something I've never experienced before in the middle of a broadcast. And I've had a lot of stuff happen to me, Brett. I don't think I've ever had the sound go dead. I've had the stream die. Internet die on me before, but at least I knew what the heck was going on there. This one was kind of like, what? I'm over here
The beauty of the internet, Joe. It's just a mystery.
It is. I mean, and there's some things that I always say out there, Pilot, I can't control, Mother Nature, internet outages, power outages, stuff like that. But these guys tonight have been the stars of the show. They have put on a good show here. And, we calling it a shakedown style race. It's basically in preparation for their race to start next week. Now, we will start next week, as Brett knows. We will start it off as a qualifier for the season. What is it, season 18, I believe it is, Brett?
Season 17?
17? Okay, so 17? Okay. So, and it looks like he's going to advance over the session here on us. But real quick, just 17, for season 17, that will start up after the qualifiers. But the next week we're off because there's a huge race going on iRacing, and I'll just go ahead and say it's VLR, so go check that out, and then you'll find out more information about that. So, but nonetheless, we'll be off that week, and then we kick back up with the qualifying as let's grid these guys up because we've got 24 some bad boys here out front. Dylan Yeager puts it up front. We got Nate Baum starting in second. Jacoby Fields, there in third. Jason Salter up in fourth. Blake Majulis up in fifth, Mike Augustine in sixth, Dylan Hauser seventh, Chase Hardy in eighth, Hugh Quinn there in ninth, Gavin Eddy in 10th, Austin Hunter in 11th, Dylan Wilson going to be up in the seventh place spot. Up just one more time, Matthew Selby there in 13th, Wade Patterson in 14th, Jason Korn up in 15th, Damian Kiffer in 16th, Brandon Freeberg in 17th, Dylan Wilson rounds in the 18th, Travis Sinclair there in 19th, James Braswell up in 20th, Rylan Gray 21st, Jordan Casey 22nd, John Rosario. Appreciate it. I'll get it eventually. And the more times I hear it, the more times I'll get it. He starts 23rd, and Cody Sieber there in 24th, and oh boy, what a good looking field it is here tonight. 24 of these guys. A couple of these guys I know from another league that I do, and plus some of these guys y'all will know out here, folks, because they are iRacing World pro drivers, and they run in the World Championship Series that they have here on iRacing. So Dylan Yeager, Blake Majulis out there, Dylan Wilson, just to name a few. But, this is a fast stacked field here, and looks like they're going to do the four wide salute.
Yeah, a tradition here with the Miller Family Trucking World of Thunder eSports League as the drivers get ready to show you the most awesome sight in all of motorsports. And Joe, there is something that is normally written up for the 4 wide salute. I'm going to go through and read it, what it is, and I'll just paste it so you know what it is. So 5 years ago, the World of Thunder Esports League formed, now known as the Miller Family Trucking League, with over 1,700 iRacing members and one of the oldest iRacing sanctioned series. The drivers and staff from the World of Thunder Esports League would like to thank you, the fans at home, for watching the Season 17 shakedown. As they salute to you, the fans, they are 4 wide. Now grab your friends, share out the broadcast. Joe, this is going to be lit.
Absolutely. It is going to be an awesome sight to see. I like it. I know the whole tradition thing behind the 4 wide salute. It's something done in dirt racing I like. And it's something that, I don't want to say exclusive to dirt racing, but you might as well say it is. And it's a salute to the fans, like you said, out there for coming out, watching. It is a beautiful sight to see all those cars out there roaring around 4 wide. And here we go. It is go time here. Feature time set tonight, folks. 60 laps. Actually, going to be about 55 when we get set. As it's going to be Nick Baum and Jaeger out front here to start this field.
Joe, something I generally do when it comes to Season 17.
All right.
And this is something I like to get the fans to do. Pick a driver. Who do you think is going to win?
Yeah, let me know who your favorite drivers are. Like I said, I can't see a lot of the chat on the other win. Brett's going to have to let me know. And I can see the OSR in that one. But, yeah, let us know who your favorite driver is. And let us know who you think, like you said, is going to win. I normally try not to pick because when I do, the one I pick ends up wrecking.
That's fine. We call that the Blame Alex moment.
Yeah, and the broadcaster team.
Yeah, that's called a hashtag Blame Alex moment. So
Alex moment. All right, I got you. Got the general neutral machine out front there. iRacing couldn't figure out which kind of car it wanted, so it put it out front. I like the truck. Truck out.
No, I don't like this. I like the safety car, not the pace truck. Safety truck is more for I think for asphalt.
No, it's not. Man,
it is.
I'd kick him out the booth now. I'm gonna tell you. Trucks are on dirt.
Nope.
Four-wheeling, man.
Nope.
Four-wheeling, man. Four-wheeling. This green flag flies to Jaeger and company out front there. Boy, these guys definitely got a madhouse happening back here. 3 wide already. Fields, look at him. Trying to dive that thing up there with Majulis and company.
Yeah, I tell you, Jacob Fields, he was had a good run. Had a good qualifying run. Had a good run in his seat. And we're looking forward to seeing how he can do for the duration of this feature event. Right now, Jaeger leads the way from Baum as we're about to complete another lap. We go on boards with the 007. It's not James Bond, that is Jacob Fields.
Yeah, Fields, remember in his heat race, he walked off from the field. But right now, Jaeger's doing what he did. He's got a clean cell track in front of him. As behind him right now is Baum, Fields there, nose to tail. And then you've got Saunders. I say nose to tail. Now it looks like Fields going to go to the inside. Majulis hanging on to the 5th place spot. As we got Slide Job City happening up here, though. Baum and Fields, they're trying to throw haymakers at each other.
Yeah, they're not afraid to throw hands. Right now, there's Baum in the 99, the O2 machine on screen. As there goes one car going by him. I think that was Jason Salter in the 10. Blake Majulis, and well, he's no stranger to finding victory lane. We are yellow.
Austin Hunter. Happened to Hunter back here in the back. In this mess. He's up around the wall. And nope, he's in that middle machine there. It looks like, maybe somebody caught him or he just got hooked up and is spinning around. Place wrong time.
Yeah, you might see a lot of that tonight. We said it earlier on in the night, but this track, it's almost like an asphalt track right now. It's so slick. There is very, very little moisture. And just noticing where Jacob Fields and Jason Salter were running, they weren't running up. They were not just rolling through the middle, or they're not rolling on top of the cushion. They're rolling 3/4 of the racetrack up. And again, keep an eye. There is a bit of a grip line forming in, or still staying there in turn number 3 and 4, whereas 1 and 2, you've got to be right up on the fence or right down low.
Well, we got Willie Jaeger out here already, and just by his last name, could tell who he was pulling for. But the 48, which is Dylan Jaeger, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go on just on the top. Say maybe that's Dad out there watching. Maybe
Correct.
brother. Huh?
Nope. Dad.
That's Dad. Okay. I had a feeling. I mean, it was a 50-50 shot there. And I love to see the family members, Brady. Man, I am a number one here. I don't know, and I know you're probably the same way on the broadcast, but I love the family members coming out, friends and everybody. And, hey, even join in with your neighbor, too, if you got that, that's cool. Don't come out and watch a race. I enjoy it. It's awesome. Dad and Mom. Oh, Mom had to come up into the picture and say, hey, about me. And we got
she's there too.
Kathy. Yeah. Hey.
So there you go.
Nice. So right now, Dylan, he probably did not want to see that caution because he had a huge lead out front. And he is definitely getting a fix on his field. Now, run it by me. I know I've got the schedule somewhere. First race of the season, is it going to be Eldora? I don't think it's going to be Eldora.
No, you put me on the spot. Hang on, let me go check the.
I'd have to go check the schedule myself. I
Okay,
figured
okay.
Brett would know because Brett is the man, folks. Brett is the guy.
No, I don't. That's a lie.
He does. He just don't want to tell you. He's modest sometimes.
Yeah, Eldora.
It is
So
Eldora? Okay, well then, so
So
then basically what I'm saying here is he's out here trying to see what he can and can't do to get ready to set for the the first part of the qualifying season. Well, I'm not going to say season, folks, when we kick off next week because it's technically not season 17. I know Brett he explained it more in depth, and throughout we'll explain more. But it's going to be a qualifier to set up for season 17, basically. So right now, Dylan Yeager is the man out front. He's testing the waters to see what he can get away with here at Eldora.
Well, the season, and again, I'm going to call it season 17. The 4 races, season 17 qualifier, call it whatever you like. Round 1 at Eldora next week. The
Gotcha.
following week, of course, they take a week off. Then they'll come back on the 15th of May. That'll travel to Limelare Motorsports Park for round number 2. Round number 3 on the 22nd of May, they go to the sprint car capital of the world, the Knoxville Raceway.
Yeah.
And then to wrap up on June 5th for round number 4 of season 17 / qualifier will be at I-55.
Awesome. That's Steven Calavoda out there. I'm Dylan's daddy. I mean, you're crazy. Sit down. All right.
He's a blimp. He's a blimp.
He's a blimp. I got you. All right. Well, right now, Dylan's going to get a jump on the field. Behind him, Jacob Fields and Sawyer, and that's a huge start on how the field was. I mean, Yeager was out in front of them, and everybody else was kind of stacked up. But look at this 3-wide mess, Brett, for second place.
Yeah, I'll explain that restart in a second on the next caution. So hopefully we don't get to have that next caution. But right now, you're watching Salter, Blake Majulis on screen. Your leader is still Dylan Yeager. Jacob Fields running in second position in that 007 machine, trying to track down your leader. Majulis to the inside. To the outside on Jason Salter. Here comes Chase Hardy around the outside in the 59.
Yeah, car up in the wall. Looks like Hauser around there with Salter and company. They got a little bit shook up with each other. Meanwhile, everybody's kind of single file. You got to go back here by the mid-pack around 12th place spot where you're getting a huge hornet nest. And there they are, 4 wide again here at Eldora, tearing it up in the super late models here for the Miller Family Truck and eSports here for the Wotel Series. They're definitely trying to shake down this track right now as that's back there with the Rosario. Yeah, I had to hear it again. Rosario, Selby, and Braswell back there.
Hey, remember I said during that John Rosario Jr.'s last chance qualifier, if he'll be one to watch coming through the field. Right now, he's found himself
nearly
inside the top 10 in that 44, so he's passed nearly half the field.
He is the hard charger, by the way, Brett. He's up 11 spots.
Oh, there you go. That just goes to show. He's nearly passed more cars than laps so far, and we've completed now what is going to be 12 laps of 60, so we've still got the 48 to go. And, well, speaking of the 48, that's the man and the number leading out in front.
It is. Dylan Yeager right now got a huge lead of 2.2 seconds over Blake Majulis, 2 of the top of the best here on iRacing platform. Jacob Fields hanging on there in the 3rd place. You got Chase Hardy up in 4th. Now, you want to talk about another hard charger up 8 spots. This man right here, Damian Kiffer, he is up 8 spots up into the 8th place spot. And then you go back to Rosario. Get it right?
Yep.
All right, good
Rosario.
deal. Rosario. I'm going to remember it eventually. I'm going to get his name right because one of those just don't forget. He's up 12. Then behind him, Dylan Wilson's up 6. Braswell up 7. So that's kind of your hard chargers right now, the guys who have come up the most spots in any of these. As you kind of look back here in the back side of the field, only one car out, or well, he's not out, he's actually collapsed down, would be Dylan Wilson, who is out of this one. But meanwhile, this guy got the wall there as I went on him. Slowed up a little bit. I thought it was going to say, got a huge lead. That 2 point some seconds just went down to 1.7. Now we got a call.
Yep. So now just we get a chance to have a look at the.
Sure. We'll look at it right fast here, see what happened. It's right here in the middle of this little battle. It was Brandon Harley and Brandon Freeberg, and oh yeah, just collected two different machines. Yeah, on that restart you were talking earlier there. I noticed it with Dylan. He was out front in the field, and the rest of the field was kind of double file back. So kind of a that one.
Right. So what it's called the Delaware double file restart. So the leader has the front row to himself, so no cars can start inside or outside of the pole setup. Therefore, your second place driver will then have lane choice. So if the second place car was to choose to start on the inside, it would essentially be starting position number 3, because you take away the second spot because no one is on that outside front row because the leader hasn't. Whatever lane the second place car chooses, the person in third has to go to the outside. So if again, or the opposite lane that the second place car did not choose. It might sound confusing, but once you see it a couple of times, so leader has front row to himself.
Okay.
Then the second row, the second place car gets to choose inside or outside, and everybody else will have to form up behind or in the same line or the opposite line as to what iRacing
says. It gives
said.
new meaning to leader advantage. I mean, normally the leader has that advantage of taking off. Now it's even better, and I always say when a single file restart anyways, man, the leader has a huge advantage. But here, even double file single got a very huge advantage still.
Yes, and what that does is that stops the outside car or the second place car trying to time and trying to jump the restart and cause more dramas.
Hey, well, there you go. Well, right now, Jaeger's going to get a jump, but boy, I tell you what, that's not going to stop Hardy and Majulis back here from trying to run down, because they know Jaeger got a good jump out front. Here comes Majulis, though. He knows all the moves probably Jaeger's got, as these two guys, like I say, are the top dogs when it comes to iRacing. We're going to see what they got here. Oh, if Jaeger keeps doing that, he's done. Majulis, smart-wise, though, Brett, had to slow up just a little bit. Yellow flag is out, though. Mike Augustine. Boy, that right there could have saved Jaeger. This caution might have saved Jaeger, because I think he was about to get passed. We'll see what happened to old Mike here on the caution. Oh, he just got bumped in the back, took another car with him, up into the fence, upside down. I always like to say dead turtle on the track.
Yeah, Mike, you can't actually park there. And
it's not free parking either. So it's not free parking. There you go.
So who do they pay the bill to? Do they pay it to us? Because I reckon they should pay it to us.
They should. Man, you know what? We should start a broadcast fee of if you park on the track, it's 50 cents for every 10 seconds. 5 seconds on the track.
Just and any time you stop on the racetrack and the caution comes out, how about that's $1?
$1, yeah. There you go. Hey, yeah. So I'd love to start seeing. Hey, I want a couple of 15, 20 caution races then. Man.
Yeah.
Hey, Brett, we're gonna get rich, man. After this,
yeah, I might be able to quit working then.
Yeah, you learn. Green flag back out again. Jaeger gets that good jump on the field. Majulis right there. He's got his hands full with Hardy on the inside, but that inside lane's just not been able to get any grip going. It's been all top fed so far. As you see, Hardy jumps up in front of Hauser. Hauser now up here. You talked about it. Look at this. Damian Keffer up 10 spots, and Rosario back here is up 13, 14 spots in 9th place. So I know he probably wants to see a little bit of green flag, and as I say that, I might... There we go. I'd say he wants to see a little bit of green flag run so he can get up front here, but Cody Sieber round. Let's see what happened back here in that blue machine, I believe. And then, oh, another car up there went hard in the wall. I'm not sure what that was. Austin Hunter? Austin Hunter.
So there's another $1. Actually, you know what? We're gonna issue 2 fines because there was more than one car. So it's $1 per car.
Man, see?
Yeah. Joe,
Hey,
we're getting rich.
Man, yeah. We done found our passive income here on iRacing.
Now you watch everybody else start following us.
Oh, see? Trendsetters. Is that what they call that?
Yes, we are
Yeah.
trendsetters.
Man. And then we'll have to have a bidding war on how much do you charge for dead turtles on the track? All right, 95 cents.
Yeah, we'll give him a discount, Joe. We'll give him a discount.
Yeah. We'll give you 2 for 1. 2 cars, it's $1. All right, that's the best we can do.
Three for 2.
Yeah. There you go.
3 cars, $2. Yeah, it works out.
Yeah, told you. Green flag's about to fly. Oh, Dylan Yeager so far. I mean, he's now. Normally, I would say the leader probably didn't want to see cautions, but since in this style format, he's probably not minding the cautions. Who's really probably getting kind of frustrated on the part of having to stop and go is Majulis and Hardy back there, because they're not being able to make up any ground on Yeager, and they're always having to fight with each other just like that. Now, Hardy got a huge jump this time. We're going to see if he can't run down Yeager up front.
Well, we're going to keep an eye on that third row also between Jacob Fields, Dylan Hauser. Hauser, again, he's not afraid to throw some big Hail Mary. Speaking of throwing a Hail Mary, there goes Blake Majulis with a slide job at Hardy. Hardy turns it back underneath him out of turn number 4. Lap number 22 is in the books, 38 remaining here at Eldora Speedway, season number 17 shakedown.
Oh, Majulis just got caught, and he spun it around. We saw that one live, and they actually threw us in a caution there, but we'll go back and watch it one more time. Basically, what happened there is Hardy bounced off the wall, and Majulis was right there. You see Hardy got caught on the wall, risk versus reward, and then just had to slow up and got turned from behind, and his night's done. Wow. What I've seen is that topside cushion definitely is fast, and I know you have brought it up in the past, that the word wicked cushion. It is definitely wicked tonight because it seems like you can get stuck on that wall very easily.
It's really risk versus reward, and for drivers that can hit that top side lap after lap and do 60 laps without a mistake, I take my hat off to you, because that thing, and as slick as this racetrack is right now, it is very hard to hit for 60 laps up on the top side. You're going to see it. Guys will jump that thin cushion up there, and again, there's only inches between the cushion and the wall, so it's a case of you make that one mistake, you're at a very, very high risk at losing positions or even losing a race.
Right now, looks like we're going to go single file. You got Yeager, Hardy, Hauser. You might go single file. Let's see here. Let you know, 0, 14th spot.
Where did you start? 23rd.
That's huge.
And again, I said it earlier. He's going to be, come feature time, he will be one of the cars to move forward and pass some cars, and he's done exactly that. I'd like to say I'm surprised, but it's just a standard feature and just a normal habit for John Ruggiero Jr.
I'll tell you somebody else here, Brett. Look at this. Dylan Wilson. Remember, he was a lap down. And now up to a 7th place spot. 11 spots up. Wow. He was at one point last place.
Yeah, I can only guess that there was some sort of... Yeah, there'll be a Dylan Wilson and a Dylan R. Wilson.
No, they're both of them saying just Dylan Wilson's. Okay,
One
my
is
apologies, folks. That's why I'm looking at it. The ticker shows just Dylan Wilson, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about if he's still on here. There you go, Dylan Wilson.
Yeah.
and Dylan Wilson. So, but Dylan Arhauser now, yes, but my bad, folks. Okay, let me correct myself. The Wilson I saw earlier still is out of the race. The other Wilson is up 11 spots still in 7th. So I'm about as confused as anybody else out there right now on which one's who. Then we got Dylan R. Hauser. Green flag flies. A lot of Dylans out here because we got Dylan leading, Dylan in 2nd, Dylan in 7th, 6th, Dylan out the race. The Dylan race.
There's a lot of D's out there.
There's a lot of D's. Well, right now you got Dylan Yeager and Hauser trying to see what they can do, but you got Damian Keffer, who is up 13 spots. He is a hard charger right now, up in the 3rd. See when he can't poke his nose into that 2nd place. You got Jacob Fields right there in 4th place. You got Salter up in 5th, and then we was talking about Wilson right there in the 6th place, and Rosario there. He's up 15 spots in 8th. He's battling for 7th right now. It's one of the best battles on the track.
Yeah, we'll see what John Ruggiero do. See what John Ruggiero Jr. can do in the 44. See, right there where he rolls right there, there's just a little bit of a slick line in turn number 3 and 4. And I said that about lap 7 or 8 when we were under caution, where Jacob Fields was rolling under caution. Slide job there on Jason Salter. Ruggiero goes 2 for the price of 1 down into turns 3 and 4.
And goes to 6th place with the caution flies. Problem is he's going to have to give it right back under the rules here of dirt. But let's go back. Chase Hardy involved in this one. A couple other cars it looks like were involved. Oh, yep, there's another car upside down. That's quite a few. James Broswell, Cody Sieber, Jordan Casey. Wow.
So that was 4 cars. So we go.
Our plan's coming together, man.
3 for $2. What we say, $1 per car. So say 4 for $3.
That's
I mean, we're so far under the last 3 or 4 cautions. We've made about $10, Joe.
what I'm talking about. The heck of a deal.
Well, you know what? We should be going to Weed Sport, Williams Grove in USA every week then, because we'd be guaranteed at least about 10 cautions.
There you go. Or Lernersville. They go offside the track.
Yep. Limaland. Oh, no, Limaland's all right, actually. Fairbury's one.
Yeah.
Weed Sport. You know where we could go? Chili Bowl.
Oh, yeah. You know, as famous as that track is, it gives a lot of guys trouble.
Unfortunately, it gives everybody trouble.
Yeah, I know. But as famous as it is, you know.
Yep.
Here we go. Yeager, though, has had no trouble all night long keeping the field at bay. And he's got Hauser, Keffer. Again, appreciate everybody out there. Let us know who those favorites, Brett, who some of the guys out there that are pulling for so far. As a Yeager still pulls out front. Battles on for second. You see Hauser and that man Keffer right behind them as 2x2, trying to put some slide job moves on each other.
Well, Damien Kiefer and who we've won this time? Okay, at least there's another $1 at least.
Corn, yeah. So we got Jason Corns, like Gavin Eddy, Harvey Quinn, Huey Quinn, I believe it is. And did he go? No, he didn't go over. Oh, he saved it.
One.
He hurt
that
us
was
all.
one. Yeah, I think there was a second car involved in that one also. So there was, there's another $2. But two for. Well, we said 2 for the price of 1, so there's $1. So there's another $1 add on to it.
Yeah, it's
we're gonna be rich.
Plan, man. Time we get done with this, we'll be making much as the big time iRacing. You know, Brett's already big time.
Get out.
I'm trying to be like Brett.
Get out of here.
We're talking about the dirt side of things, man. Everybody wants to be like Brett.
No one wants to be like me. I'd like to see what people think about me. Well, I don't care what people think about me, to be honest with you.
Well, I know what a few of them think about me, but that's all right. Thinking. But you know, it is what it is. Green flag. Jaeger out front. Hauser's there in second. Kiefer hanging on to hanging on to the third as he went single file that time around. We were talking about back here with Zero. Hope I said it right there. He's up to 6, though. 16 spots. He's still battling now. He's battling for 6 and 7. I mean, he had to give that spot back, but he's still back there trying to get up in that top 5.
He certainly is. Ruggiero Jr. in the 44 next time as we come out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Dylan Jaeger will see the cross flag sticks. 30 down, 30 to run. You're on board with John Ruggiero Jr. sitting in your 7th position right now as he tries to slide up. These are lined up on the top side for Jason Salter. You just see how close these drivers do get to one another, especially when it is an absolute freight train on the top side. Just there, where the right front is, was going right through the slick, and there's that line as Ruggiero gets by Jason Salter. Salter made the mistake, got into the concrete wall, and you tell you, Joe, these drivers, they don't learn because the concrete walls, they do not move.
It does not. It's going to win every time, but Ruggiero right there waiting in the weeds, back in 6th spot. He sees this battle now. Fields makes the mistake. Ruggiero drives in on the inside. They go in there and they do a little bit of door jamming on each other. And you see Ruggiero's going to take that 5th place spot for the moment, but Fields going to battle back on the top side.
Jacob Fields back around the outside of John Ruggiero. Here comes Jason Salter now. Back to the outside of the 44. This is your battle for positions number 5, 6, and 7. And what a battle it is. Ruggiero gets clear of Jason Salter. Here comes. Who's behind him? Is that St. Clair?
That is Sinclair, yeah. Sinclair up in an 8th place spot, 11 spots up here tonight. But looking strong so far. Looking like he's going to run down the back door there of Salter. As it's still Jaeger out front. You can see it. Most of the guys are single file. Jaeger's got a 1.9 second lead over this man Hauser, who has about almost a three quarters of a second lead over Wilson here. Kiefer hanging on to the 4th place spot. He's got his hands full though with Fields and Ruggiero back there behind, and those guys are not giving up on this. It's about the best battle on the track, and that's for 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Yeah, Fields trying to get by Damien Kiefer. Fields in the 007, the all-black entry. Kiefer makes a mistake. He'll lose not 1 but 2 because here comes John Ruggiero once again back to the inside. Slide jump. And the caution is out.
I think it's going to have to get that one back, and I'm not sure what the caution was on. Somebody popped up.
Yeah, that might be a NASCAR debris caution, but even then, caution is a caution, and we're still going to charge
wrap.
Yep, we're still going to charge. We're going to charge Race Control $1 for that one, unless they give us a driver.
And you know, crazy.
He's got a very strong right arm, I got to say.
You know, and I'm with you. I've said it a lot of times when I watch him out there. It looks like he's going to throw his arm out one day, and his arm's just going to fall off into the track.
Yep.
Waves that flag.
Yep. Especially on the yellow. And like if you go to a track like Bristol, on the dirt side of things, as far as I'm aware, it still takes about 4 laps instead of 3 to go back to green unless you literally take the laps away. If you're doing 30, 35 second lap times, he's waving that thing so hard consistently, just second after second. Man, he's definitely got a strong right arm. You got to wonder what he does in his off time.
Yeah, true.
To get that arm that strong.
A lot of hot dogs.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
It is.
Throw the sausage down the hallway. Trying to throw the sausage into the button.
Yeah. Gotta ask why you prefer the car over the truck, man. When trucks are four-wheel drive, must be fun.
The cars just look better on dirt. That's in my opinion.
That must be an Aussie thing.
Okay. Cool. now you've been racist against Aussies. I see how it is. Crikey, Joe. Crikey.
Well, we got Jaeger out front, house up there in second. And as you can see, folks, we're like having fun up here in the booth. But they got Wilson there behind him. It is it's top three. Now Hauser right now is keeping there within check of Jaeger, but nobody has had anything for Jaeger all night long, except when he tapped and got in trouble in that wall early on, and Blake Majulis got around him. But the problem was, the caution came out and he had to give it right back. But as long as Hauser keeps doing what he's doing right there, getting up there, pounding down that back wall on the outside, he's not going to be able to get up there and get to Jaeger.
I just seen Dylan Hauser just a lap ago make the mistake in turn number 1 and 2 as he still tries to rally up to find the speed to get by Dylan Jaeger. But with 20 to go, we're going to make it 19 for your race leader, Dylan Jaeger, continuing to lead the way from Dylan Hauser and Dylan Wilson. Oh boy, the Dylans. 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, you're right. That is kind of probably a first for me to have the three same first names as 1, 2, and 3. Dylan Jaeger, Hauser, and Wilson. Top 3. Jacobs, though, trying to close in here and break that party up. They keep getting up into that wall. Like you said, 18 to go. Rosero back here in 5th place spot. He's up 18 spots. I mean, that man has definitely drug out of the bottom hole to bring it all the way to the front.
Boy, looking forward to seeing what Ruggiero Jr. can do if he can catch up and get it late. Maybe get a late caution, see what he can do with the drive. But drivers at the battling right now. Fields is now going to go to the inside. He'll throw a slide job on Dylan Hauser. Hauser turns it back underneath. So now you've not only got a 1, 2, 3, now even a 4-car battle as John Ruggiero. While this 4-car battle is going on for the motor placings, Dylan Jaeger, he must be loving what he's hearing or seeing right now, whether he's got a spotter telling him what's going on behind him, because as these 3 and 4-car battle, it's allowing Dylan Jaeger open track to drive away from the field as here goes Ruggiero to the inside on Jacob Fields, not going to complete the pass.
There's a Ruggiero right there on the back tailgate there of Fields, trying everything he can. Actually, they have brought in Salter too into this party. So now you've got a 4-car mix here. Fields, Ruggiero, Salter, Hauser, all battling it out for the 3rd place spot. And meanwhile, like you said, Jaeger's loving it. He's walking off into the sunset here at Eldora tonight. Shakedown race to kick off the season, or the qualifying season for next week for the Miller Family Trucking eSports here tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in. It has been an awesome race so far.
It really has, and Dylan Jaeger showing that the cream will always rise to the top. I got to say, Dylan Wilson, he's been absolutely superb making his way through the field. I'm pretty sure, I don't know where he started, but I've seen him around
16 spots is what it's saying he's come up.
Wow, there you go. So 16 spots. So he started 18th. So he was the last car to make it in via, he finished 3rd in heat race number 6. He got the final transfer spot, and he's done what John Ruggiero has done. He's passed a lot of cars. And now it's funny I say that because they're actually on the same team together.
And Ruggiero right here, he's up 18 spots in 5th place. I mean, those guys definitely have come from the back and have clawed their way all the way to the front with 10 to go. But it's been this man right here just dominating fashion. If he definitely has, I mean, he's hoping the track's this way come start of the season, because if not, we'll have to change that whole setup, because he's going to love it, because this setup tonight has worked.
Yeah, it is really, this is really on rails in the 48 machine, coming to 8 to go. So what is now Joe, a heat race distance away as the track is slicking off. And these cautions, what it's allowed Jaeger to take out of his mind is the fact that he's had to do this race in clear air, no traffic around, no lap traffic in front of him. But as we wind down the laps, you can just see, if you go back to Dylan Jaeger, watch him, he's starting to close in on the back markers. And if he's going to get to those back markers, it might just sort of balk him a little bit to where it'll give Dylan Wilson another opportunity to close in that gap. And I really don't see anybody beating this 48 machine.
And right now, and also one thing that will help maybe Jaeger for the future, I mean, this is maybe kind of something that he might want to see. How well am I around traffic? You know, it's easy to get out front, dominate races. I see it many a time on the asphalt side of things. Guy get out there, dominate. Then he takes a pit stop, gets in there in traffic, and the car's just total junk. Can't get around him, can't get back up front. This here will at least he'll see how well this setup works around traffic, just in case there was a caution and somebody gets around him. hey, can I get back around him again? Can I throw a slide job? Can I throw a move on him? Is it going to work any other place besides this top lane? Right now, he's done an outstanding job getting around traffic, looking very strong, still maintaining a 4-second gap over this man, Dylan Wilson, who's done an outstanding job. We got 3 to go here so far, though.
Yeah, what is just a mile and a half left to run around the famous Eldora Speedway, some of the biggest late model races in the world here right at this very racetrack in Rossburg, Ohio. The popsicle sticks are out for the 48 from Hamilton, New Jersey. The Team Victory Lane Racing number 48 machine. Joe, he's going to come out of turn number 4. This time, he will see the white flag is out. 1 to run, Joe.
1 to go. This man has total domination here tonight and has shown why he is one of the best on iRacing tonight here and on this platform with this super late models. He comes out of turn 4. Final time here for the Miller Family Trucking eSports. Winner tonight, Dylan Yeager. Dylan Wilson's going to bring her home in second, and Hauser's going to bring it home in third. So top 3, all Dylans. I think that's a first for me in the broadcast series here.
Yeah, I want to say it's a first, also because, you know, for the likes of, you know, Blake Majulis, Evan Seal, throw those 2 names out there. You obviously don't have 3 names that are running like that. So yeah, no, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that yeah, it's a first also with the 3 Dylans on the podium. But tell you what, Dylan Yeager just too good in the end. He is just so fast.
Yes, he is. Man, that was an awesome move. We'll see if we can't get a few of these guys up here, get a word. Folks, again, want to appreciate everybody tuning in. It was an awesome night of racing here. Again, it's just kind of a exhibition style shakedown race here for these boys. Yeager putting it out there, showing what he's going to be like this season. Very tough to deal with if he has got that kind of setup for every one of these tracks. Going to be a hard guy to beat. Wilson, though, coming up strong. Hauser there in third. Fields looking good, and Rosario can't keep that guy's name out your mouth because he's up in 5th, rounding it out. So he looked good in himself. Like we got a couple guys down here. Hauser up here. Want to get a word with him, Brett?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Here we are. So we've also got the
Hauser up here.
Right, standing by with 3rd place, driver Dylan Hauser. Dylan, congratulations on 3rd place. You were good early on until there was a little contact there around probably lap 15 or 20. Looked like it may have hurt your car, but I mean, 3rd place for a shakedown race, you can't be too disappointed.
I'm very disappointed, honestly. I hate running 3rd or 2nd. I hate it, and that car was terrible. I couldn't do anything with it. We really weren't prepared, I guess you should say, but that's still no excuse. I don't come here to run 3rd. I come here to win. So I'm disappointed. We'll try again next week, but congrats to Yeager. He ran a good race up front. I was hoping he'd just wall it in front of me and the whole field would go by him. It's the only thing I could really hope for, but I got a lot of damage early on in that race that I don't know if it helped us or hurt us. I don't know. But I couldn't run the fence, and anybody that knows me, I'm one of the best guys on the fence. So if I can't run the fence, something's messed up. So it was just extremely tough. The cushion was so big and deadly that I wasn't set up for it.
Right, knowing that next week is the season opener for season number 17/qualified, again, depending on what you want to call it. Regardless, next week we come back to this very racetrack. What do you learn from tonight's race that you can, put forward to next week?
I mean, you never know what they're going to do with these tracks. I told them before we even loaded in the server that they should give us 2 minutes of practice and then reset for the warm-up, and they didn't do that. So next week, who knows what they're going to do. They might leave it alone, and we need to be set up for this, or we might need to be able to set up to move around a little bit and tacky. So you never know what they're going to do. That makes it fun. See whose stuff comes in instead of everybody knowing who's going to be quick and whatnot. So I'm not sure what I learned tonight. Just need to go back, watch that replay, look at some telemetry, and just see where we got to be better. That's all there is to it. We were off tonight, and it's my fault.
But look, well done on 3rd place. We know you got a lot of good sponsors on that number 2 machine. A lot of great people behind the scenes that help make this possible for you and your team to run.
Yeah, everybody at House of Speed iRacing setups. We sell setups. I feel like we sell some of the best stuff out there. I'm not going to claim to be the best like some people, because you can't claim to be the best. That's something that takes a variety. Everybody's going to find different setups that work better for them. So I'm not going to get up here and bullshit you and say I sell the best setups. They fit a certain driving style. If they fit your driving, you're going to love them. If they don't, I can work on them, get them better for you. That House of Speed, LXT Homes, Gears, Ultimate, just everybody that's part of this deal. I know I forget some people, but we'll come back next week. I'm not sure. I'm supposed to fly to Miami next week, so I'm not sure yet, but we'll give them hell if we're there, and hopefully be a couple spots higher. And thank you guys for broadcasting, and Steve put the league on.
No, right, there we go. Dylan Hauser, ladies and gentlemen, home in third place. Joe, you're going to catch up with our second place finisher.
Yeah, and I know a little bit disappointed there on Hauser, but I mean, hey, he definitely did his job tonight. But this second place man here, Dylan Wilson, and I tell you what, Wilson, you came through the field. That thing had to be on some rails to do that, but do you think if you'd had a little more time, would you have had anything for Jaeger?
No. If there was more time, he probably would have put 8 seconds on me instead of 4. He was just 2/10 faster, 3/10 faster a lap at least. So, he would have just he would have gapped us even farther if there was more laps. So, thankfully, it at least looked somewhat respectable by the end. But yeah, I was so out to lunch from the times he could run. So, glad it ended when it did. We kind of had an experiment set up there, and it worked pretty good. So, we'll keep tweaking on that one for the future.
And that's my next thing is there anything that you see that you could do better here at the track, or learn anything here today?
Yeah, I mean, it was different because most of the time when the track's that slick in the Consi races, they reset. And so we were all kind of expecting a reset, and they didn't. So that's like very rare we get to race on a track that slick. And unfortunately, it's at Eldora where it's almost always on the wall. So I don't prefer races on the wall, but I mean, it just leads to a lot of carnage. So yeah, it is what it is. We played by what we had, and said it felt pretty good, and driver did okay. So we'll move on to next week and hopefully be better.
Yeah, I tell you what, you definitely still come through the field, made it exciting looking, got to second place. You got anybody you want to thank for an awesome finish tonight? Yeah,
thanks to D1RT Racing and all the guys we got over there. Thanks to you guys for broadcasting. Thanks to Stephen McMillan, the whole team, and all his admins he's got over here for putting these things on for us every Sunday.
Yo, that's your second place man, Dylan Wilson. Definitely having a good night. Like you said, interesting what he said right there, experimental setup. And that's kind of what the night was about. If you want to bring something out to experiment with, and it looks strong, so something they might be looking for next week. But this man here was dominating tonight, and bring him up. I'm going to let old Brett get a word with him here. Winner Dylan Jaeger here tonight.
All right, standing by with Dylan Jaeger. Dylan, you really put a hurting on this field tonight. A nice way to start up a shakedown.
Yeah, I've never ever felt that good in an iRacing race. That was incredible. I just swung at it with the setup. We tried something different, and it's good to know that it works on the cushion. Holy, that was incredible as a driver. That's a really good confidence booster for myself.
Delaware Double File restarts. It's been a while since we've seen it in World of Thunder competition. Obviously, it stops the second place car and the outside car trying to time the start, trying to jump the start on the leader. Are you a fan of the Delaware Double File restarts, or would you rather go back to side by side, rows of 2?
I like the Delaware Double File restart as a driver, especially when you're in the lead like that. Like, I was able to get really good jumps on them, just because I didn't have to worry about somebody starting on the outside of me, and I can really, take it into my own hands when I wanted to start, instead of trying to play cat and mouse with the guy on the outside of you. But I'm a fan of it. I hope they keep on doing it for the rest of the season, and season 18 when that comes up.
I believe that is going to be the plan, obviously, as long as the drivers can sort their stuff out. But you said you took a swing at the setup. Will you change much for next week? What's the plan for season 17 for you?
I think on the big tracks where it's going to get slick and be up top, I think that setup is going to absolutely rip. But, depending on the track, I'll have to make tweaks to the setup, or, however the track starts out, if it starts out more tacky, or in the case of tonight where it started out super slick and just stayed hammered down around the top, we'll have to make changes and adapt, and, see where we go this season.
They also say you've got to sometimes you've got to slow down to go fast. You just said it was hammered down on the top side. How much throttle were you using down the straights and in the turns on that slick of a racetrack?
Down the straights I was full throttle, and then in 3 and 4 I was in the gas a lot. You could really go up there and hit the cushion and be in the gas in 3 and 4. For some reason that cushion going into 3 never really goes away, but in 1 and 2 I had to pussyfoot it a little bit, just be a little bit careful up there. It gets a little bit thin about halfway through the turn up there, but for the most part we were in the gas pretty hard tonight, which doesn't seem too realistic, but hey, I'm all right with it.
Right. Sometimes you've got to be lucky, sometimes you've got to be good. Tonight, you had a bit of both. Majulis got by you, the caution flag comes out. How relieved were you to get that lead back?
Oh, it was nice. Once you have to battle somebody for these races, it gets super sketchy, especially with him being a teammate. I didn't really want to have to get in a battle with him. I was hoping that we could kind of just drive away and do our own thing, but, other stuff happened, and he ended up getting taken out along with my other teammate, Chase Hardy. But it's always nice when you have a teammate behind you, especially when it's somebody that isn't gonna race you dirty or try and put a cheap move on you and try to get around you.
All right, buddy. Look, well done on the win in the shakedown race for season number 17. Again, next season, next week, I should say, we start up season number 17. It's only 4 weeks, or it'll be over a 6-week period, but only 4 races. Dylan, before we let you go, of course, sponsor on this race car, great people behind the scenes. Now's an opportunity to thank those great sponsors and supporters of yours.
Yep, gotta thank Team VLR, CFM eSports, Majulis T Speed Shop, Bighorn Taxidermy, Toters Isle of Frenchies, for the broadcast, and all these World of Thunder guys for running this deal. And everybody better watch out come spring fling time, because I'm ready.
Don't worry about the spring fling. Don't worry about the spring fling. You forgot 2 very important people to you, mate. And I'm very disappointed. They were watching, they were cheering, they brought you into this world, buddy. What about your parents?
Yeah, gotta thank them. I mean, they know that I thank them, but I usually keep it out of the broadcast.
Nope, I'm not taking that. You are not going just yet until you thank your mom and dad.
All right, gotta thank my mom and dad and my grandmother for watching me in every race that I do and supporting me.
There we go. Well done, Dylan. We'll see you back next week, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, Brett.
There we go. He's very happy. Very happy.
Yes, I mean, and he should be. Had a dominating machine out here tonight. Definitely something to set, work on and set your sights on for the start of the season here. And like you said, it's just kind of a preview here tonight, folks. And I hope you enjoyed it. What's to come here at the Miller Family Truck and Esports Wotel Series. Brett, man, it was a good one here tonight. I enjoyed it.
It really was. Hey, I was just going to quickly grab a word before we sign off with tonight's hard charger, John Ruggiero, Junior John. Well, so many times I've said this previously. You've got to find better luck in qualifying in the heats, because I said you were going to come through the field, and you did that. I want to say you picked up about 17 or 18 spots in that feature event, and to do it with that level of competition, but also a slick racetrack, you must be pretty confident going into next week.
Yeah, I mean, it's like anything else. You got to qualify better to, really compete for wins in this deal. And this is definitely something I haven't quite figured out yet. But, I don't know what to do different. I've tried everything in qualifying. I seem to lack the speed that's needed to be competitive. But every time the track slicks off and you get to racing, I tend to come through the field pretty well. So it's always a lot of fun. But there is a point where something's got to change, and I hope to do that next week and maybe start a little closer to the front and see if we can't do something with these guys.
So the plan for John Ruggiero is, are you going to compete for the whole season number 17, Eldora, Limaland, Knoxville, I-55? Will we see you for all 4 of those events, or are you just going to sort of take it week by week and see what's happening?
Man, I certainly hope to run all 4 of them and qualify for season 18. Obviously, like you said, the competition level is absolutely insane at this point. And if I'm able to qualify, good. If not, then go back to work and try to get better. But I think it should be really fun these next 4 races. I think everybody's going to be working as hard as they can to kind of treat it like a qualifier for the Pro Series. I mean, it's pretty similar if you look at it that way. And, if all goes well, we should be able to get in. And if not, then oh well.
No, buddy, look, well done on tonight's hard charger. Again, we know there's a lot of great people that support you in the 44 machine week in and week out.
Yes, sir. I just want to thank you guys for the broadcast. Thank What a Thunder for putting this deal together. All the guys over at D1RT Racing. Without them, Dylan and Jacob and Jason, I can go on and on. It's a lot of good guys over there, and I appreciate their support each and every week.
All right, well done to John Rosario Jr. and Joe. Now it's officially time to wrap it up and go. But yeah, what a great night it was.
It was, man. I'm going to tell you what, and if it's any taste of what we're going to see week in and week out of the racing there, it's going to be awesome. And these guys definitely are true professionals throughout the whole entire field. We've seen some guys come through the field. We've seen some domination from drivers, and we've seen some carnage on the track. But for myself and everyone here for the Miller Family Trucking eSports and for the Wotel Series, myself and Brett, everyone, have a good night.